Let's have a closer look at the upcoming Porsche 911 GT2 RS Clubsport from Manthey Racing. Porsche and Manthey celebrate the race team's 25th anniversary with this special track car. The car can be ordered now, and we will have a closer look at how this Porsche is fixing two of the main aero issues 911s traditionally have. First of all, the car is based on the now 5-year-old last generation 991 GT2 RS. The reason for that is that the 992 GT2 RS is currently not available yet, and there was already another special Porsche based on the 991 GT2 RS, the 935. A wide-body car with a design that should remind us on the original 935 from the 1970s. For the special edition now, Porsche could use existing parts and experiences from the 935. For example, the wide-body architecture including the deep dish rims at the back and the mirrors. Traditional aero problems 911s usually have are the side radiators at the front and the strong lift-producing rear end. Porsche now followed their race models and changed to a single radiator concept in front, which is more efficient because the inlet sits at the stagnation point and the outlet is not obstructed by the front wheels. Advantage is that they can now remove the side radiators, which also makes the car more reliable when it touches with competitors, and use the available space for larger flicks and better brake cooling. Also, there is no need for the large brake cooling inlets at the front hood anymore. Instead, they can have larger outlets in the center, which helps to improve cooling performance. The low-energy air from the front radiator is then flowing along the A-pillars to the back of the car. The space in the center is used for a NECA duct that is most likely for fresh air to the cockpit. To position a Porsche logo at the beginning of the NECA duct might not be the best idea from an aero point of view if it's sitting proud on the surface. The flow close to the surface could separate and the efficiency of this duct would be low. More on how to design and use NECA ducts in my other video. But if this is just a sticker here, the flow wouldn't be distracted. The flicks at the side look like they are there for design reasons and less so for aerodynamics. The sidewalls almost touch and leave no room for air to exit. It's a design element we will also find at the back. Usually, these flicks would produce some downforce and create vortices along the sides that support the front diffuser. Although the side radiators are not necessary anymore, there are still large intakes at the sides. It feels a bit like they are there for design reasons too, because the channels next to them should be for brake cooling. Closing these inlets and creating a round bumper is a challenge for designers, but absolutely makes sense for aerodynamics. The new GT3 shows us how to do it. The mirrors have outboard mountings to keep the flow close to the car clean for the rear inlets. The upper one here is for the rear intercoolers and the lower one could be for brake cooling. Risk here is that the hot air from the front radiator spills into the inlets for the intercoolers. Splitting the radiator outlet in two at the front makes sense at the back, because it keeps the flow on the roof clean and allows the ducts on the engine cover to catch clean air. The second traditional problem 911s have is the downward sloping rear end, and we can see how every generation of the 911 is pulling the rear higher and higher to reduce lift at the back. At the new Clubsport, we can see an extreme version now with a large separation line across the width of the car and downwards along the sides. They tried to increase the size of the diffuser as much as possible, but with an engine behind the rear axle, that's not an easy task. We can see the same design as the flicks at the front at the sides of the rear. The prototype misses the middle element, but this gives us a clear view on the massive intercoolers. The rear wing is fixed with swan neck mountings to have a clean underside without disruptions. So how do you like the latest version of the older 991 generation? Let me know in the comments below.